13 weeks, I became a Marine. I was proud of that. Because I was proud to serve this country. I truly was proud to join in the ranks of the millions that have made this country what it is. I went to 9 more weeks of infantry rifleman school. I wanted to be on the front lines. I knew without a heartbeat that's what I wanted to do. I had a good job, I had a good career, family back home, but I wanted to be on the front lines. And I joined the small reserve unit out of Terre Haute, Indiana. So I did my 9 weeks of infantry and I came back to Indiana to be a reservist, which meant I was a part-time Marine. I did a week and a month of training. I did 2 weeks in the summertime. I went back to my job at Conseco. Until January of 2006, I got the famous phone call from my sergeant telling me I'd been activated to go to war. I knew that phone call was coming. I'd signed up for that reason exactly. But that still scared me, still sent chills to my body with that entailed. For a Marine to go to a combat zone. But luckily I had a good support system, good faith. And luckily my girlfriend at the time, and she's now my wife, encouraged me to go to a men's retreat. And so I went and prayed for 4 days. I went to this men's retreat and was around other good men and good people. The community surrounded us with love. And I didn't find all the answers I had. God didn't tell me everything He had planned for me, but I learned to trust that no matter what was going to happen in Iraq, He would be there for me. No matter what I faced, He was going to give me the strength to get through it. He was going to let me deal with it. But I was also surrounded by fellowship. I realized how important it is to be surrounded by good people in our lives, to be around other people of faith. You're not always going to be around, and that's okay because we can't just be around each other. But it's important to keep each other strong, to keep encouraging one another. After that, in September of 2006, we set forth for the city of Fallujah, Iraq. As you remember, in 2006, Fallujah was a pretty bad spot. It was Fallujah, Ramadi, and Baghdad. At that time, it was considered the Triangle of Death because of how many Marines, how many soldiers we were losing over there. We were there for one reason. Marines are there to get the bad guy, to go after the weapons. We're there doing night raids. We're going after specific targets. There's about 150 Marines, and I was part of that 150 that live in a city of 350,000 people in the city of Fallujah. It's a lot of people, but we were there under night, doing night ops, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed giving those people a chance. Because every day, just like you and I, they woke up. They opened up their shops, they drove to work. But there was gunfire and explosions. And I tell you what, even I met a few Christians. The Christians over there, they don't have the freedoms that we have over here. If they pronounce their faith, their just love of God that we're allowed to do on a daily basis, some are slaughtered in the streets, are killed. We don't have to face that. It's as easy as just proclaiming it, and we have that option. We can gather here tonight without any persecution, and that's a beautiful thing about our country. And I praise and thank what these flags behind us mean because of that. And like I said, I enjoyed giving them a better life over there, helping those people out, getting rid of some of those weapons. But on October 15th of 2006, I was in a Humvee, one of those big trucks that we ride around in. We were driving down and up and down the streets. We were going after vehicles. Like you see a policeman pull somebody over for speeding. But we were going after specific targets, like I said, the weapons. We had done a few stops that day, hadn't found much. After a particular stop, I loaded my men back up. We all climbed back up into our Humvee. We took off flying down that dirt road in Iraq. It's hot, it's dirty, it's sandy. We quickly saw another vehicle headed the opposite direction that we needed to go after. So our driver did a quick U-turn over the median. When we ran over the median, that's when the bomb went off. My world was black. Those 18 and 19-year-olds, my fellow Marines, risked their own lives and got me out of there. Blessed just to even be alive. They put wrappings over my legs. They saved me. They got me out. They pulled me out of the vehicle. They rushed me to a hospital. I don't remember a thing because I was knocked out. My big bulletproof vest, our SAPI plates that we wear in front of us, came up and knocked me out and broke my jaw. I was in a coma for 5 days. I woke up in Landstuhl, Germany, no idea what happened. Knew it was bad. Because I laid there in a hospital bed. I had casts on both my wrists. I had a trach in my neck. My jaw had been wired shut. But all I cared about was where were my fellow Marines? Where were those other guys in the vehicle? That's the last thing I could remember. And I couldn't see them in that hospital room. Unfortunately, they explained to me that 2 of my guys were killed that day. They gave up the ultimate sacrifice. But I know in John it says to lay down your life for a friend is the greatest of love. And that's what these 2 men did for us. And they did. Thousands upon thousands have done that for us in this country, have served in the military. And then they told me the extent of what happened to me. Like I said, I knew it was bad. But they told me that I lost both my legs above the knee. 27 pins in my hip, a 6-inch screw in my pelvis. I broke my nose, my jaw, both my wrists, 4 fingers. They classified me as post-traumatic stress disorder and severe traumatic brain injury. My family will tell you, my brain was like this before. They weren't really concerned about my brain. But I tell you what, I was scared, I was hurt, and I'm not gonna lie, I was angry. I was mad it happened to me. I thought, you know what, I'd signed up to do something good. My faith was tested. I didn't understand. I said, God, I had good faith. I prayed. I thought this was where you wanted me. I thought this is the decision that you and I had come to. And this is what happened to me. I didn't get it. I said, why were my friends taken away? Why was my life now different forever? Why were my legs gone? And I bottled up that anger, and I was sent back to Bethesda, Maryland, to a wonderful naval hospital. Great people, great doctors. My family was there, my friends were there. But I tell you what, the thing that made the difference was people all over Indiana. I saw the power of prayer. People came together in homes and churches, sent packages, letters. It was amazing the support that we get. And I'm thankful. And I'm very thankful for that support. Thank you for that. Because it was huge.